Hello. Welcome back to my channel. It's an Amber thing. I am Amber. So, I wanted to send a shout out to Vinnie Vincent. Thank you so much for having my back. I greatly appreciate you. I watched your video yesterday, as you know, because we chatted a little bit back and forth on it about Darrow Walberg. I was reading his comment and I even went over to his channel, heaven forbid, and I started to watch this video. And after he said, I have some pit bulls and I don't know, some big dogs or some mastiffs or something that he would unleash on Mr. Vinnie Vincent, I just had to shut it off because I was like, wow, that's pretty mean and rude and I don't know, like, whatever. But I wanted to thank you for having my back. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. And I also wanted to talk to you all a little bit about, these kinds of responses that we're getting from the Jehovah's Witness community. And not everybody. I for the most part, people, the witnesses are rude, to us. Understandably, I get it. Some are just outright vile, detestable, ugly. And then some are, polite and try and reason, with their Bible trained abilities. To just take us off course. However, I started thinking about it last night and I was thinking to myself, why is this happening? Like, not why is it happening, I guess, but why such mean, combative responses from such a seemingly loving group of people? And this is the conclusion I came to, is this. I used to feel the same way. I used to feel this ugly energy surge through my body when I would find out something that either I didn't know or a truth that I didn't want to know, or I'm at such a loss today. I've tried to make this video 10 times and I just keep on, I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to keep on trucking. I'm just going to keep on going. But this is the conclusion that I had come to, is that at a very young age, or for me, I'm going to speak about me. I started getting taken to the Kingdom Hall and to the meetings when I was 7 months old. And as we all know, from the time of birth to up to about 5 or 6 are our most, formative years. These are the years where we are being shaped into the human beings that we are going to be, by golly. And if you remember, if you note that at the Kingdom Hall, children do not have a separate, place for learning. They sit with their parents in the main auditorium, learning the same things that the parents are learning at an adult level instead of a children's level. This is not done on accident, people. This is done purposely. This is when major, major programming is taking place. So, why am I saying that? I'm saying that because when we're getting these responses from people, it has to do with their programming. These are programmed responses. The programming that we received, that we had received from as a small child, until whatever time we decided that we were done with the crap, was fear-based. Everything with regards to this organization is fear-based. You have one small little tiny carrot. That's good. And that's the new system. And that's pleasing, being in God's honor, pleasing God, pleasing the organization, but the foundation of the teachings within this organization are fear-based, low vibrational frequencies. We are shown and told over and over and over and over again that if we do not obey, if we do not submit, if we do not carry God's, if we're not pleasing God, we're going to be destroyed. We've seen pictures over and over and over again with people with face masks on, people being, under fire coming down on us, or people in the pictures, ugly, ugly destruction pictures. And these are the things that stick in our head. We as 3D human beings cling to fear for some reason. It's just easier for us to be programmed under fear. We accept fear before anything else. So they show us these pictures and they tell us these things and they share these experiences from across the world about Malawi and how everybody's dying and, and I'm not saying that, some of these things aren't real. They are. There are people that are out there that are suffering, but they use those things to control us, to program us into fear. And when we're programmed into fear, if we have, one small good thing that we're looking forward to, and everything that's surrounding that is fear-based, when that one thing, our new system, our, pleasing God, or feeling that we are pleasing God, is threatened, there is something that's released within us. It's something in our brain that is released, and it is our fight or flight. So when our life, which is the new system, let's just say our life is the new system, and then everything else is fear. When the only good thing in our life is challenged or could be taken from us, we go into a fight or flight mode. It happens. It's automatic. And it's because we've been programmed with only these two things. So when the one good thing is being threatened, we go into fight or flight mode. And that is what that energy that we feel in our body is all about. It's the fight or flight energy. So what happens is we get that fight or flight energy, and then we start being mean. We're fighting. We're fighting for what we believe in. We're fighting for the truth. We're fighting for God's honor. We are fighting to save our spot in that new system. And that is, my friends, why we are seeing such vile things out of people. That is that energy. Do any of you remember feeling that energy that I'm talking about? I would feel it. But I'm an empath, so I feel energy, in a different way than maybe most. I recognize it as being an energy that I'm feeling. So, but I distinctly remember feeling like it was like a surge, almost like a static electricity that would be running through my body that made me, just want to shut down. For number one, because I didn't want anything that anybody else had to say. If it wasn't what was being preached from the pulpit, I didn't want it. So I would shut down. That was my defense mechanism. And then I would, on the inside, I would be super rude, I was thinking really rude thoughts. I'm not really kind of like a mean person. So, but that energy was present in me when I would come, when I would go and boop, 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 knock on somebody's door and they would be rude to me or tell me, something that was horrible about, the organization. Those were the kinds of things that would happen. Does anybody else remember feeling that way? It is a programmed response. It is a very good representation of the programming that takes place within this organization. When you come across somebody who is being that rude, ugly, and vile, it's a program. It is a Jehovah's Witness programmed response. Just know that. So moving forward, like I'm over Mr. Darrow Walberg. He keeps saying my name and I just don't even care. Honestly, and the reason why I don't care is because I feel like Mr. Walberg is doing he's doing 10 times better than I am in warning people about the Jehovah's Witness religion or organization without even meaning to. Every time someone who may be thinking about entering into this organization sees a person who is by their lapel pin showing and saying that they are a Jehovah's Witness and not an apostate, he is sending a message louder and prouder than any of us ever could, because he's within it and he's showing what it's made of. So instead of doing anything else, we should be giving this guy high praise. Thank you, Darrow Walberg. Thank you for showing any prospective Jehovah's Witness what it's all about and showing those within the organization what it's all about. You're doing a better job than any of us are. Because none of us, we can tell everybody how vile some of these people are, but you're actually showing them. And for that, my friend, I appreciate you. But moving right along, today's the winter solstice. Solstice. No. Let me try that again. Today is the winter solstice, which is the shortest day and longest evening of the entire year. And then tomorrow is the full moon. I can literally feel the energy from the moon. Last night I stood outside and I could feel the intensity of the energy of the moon. It was quite amazing. So lots of wonderful things coming for the new year. Think it, believe it, manifest it, and so it is. That's all for me for today. But I do want to know, do you remember feeling that energy? And, what did that energy move you to do? How did you handle yourself when you were feeling that energy? I remember I would just be like, it would just get me, I'd be upset inside for the rest of the day over it. I wouldn't really show too much anger because, I didn't want to bring reproach, but I remember feeling it. All right, everybody. I hope you have a beautiful day. And if I don't talk to you again before Christmas, Merry frickin' Christmas. Talk to y'all later. Bye.